today, what I wanted to talk about is basically the notion of what is important, what is matter, what matters, and what does not matter. You see, as a human being, there are many things that we think matters, but the question is not really much important if you render down most of the things that we consider as a priority. Not much, I would say, is a real priority. Now, I would like to say, as a Buddhist, the first thing I feel like we should be mentioning is, I think, as a reminder to ourselves, actually, the moment we wake up, I think the first thing we should tell ourselves is 6 points. I call it the 6 points. The 6 points is reminder to ourselves and just a casual thing. Reminder to ourselves is number one, impermanence, humbleness, transparency, genuine quality as a human being, compassion, limitless compassion, wisdom, detachment, humble quality. And equanimity. So maybe it's more than a six, but whatever it is, these are things I think we should really tell ourselves as a reminder. Some of this we need. As a human being, I can tell you the biggest mistakes we make is because of our mind and emotion. Isn't that correct? I think most of us, we can all agree upon the point that we make a lot of mistakes. I have made mistakes. I wouldn't say I make a lot of mistakes, that I'm not saying it out of ego, but I'm just saying generally I have made mistakes out of ego or laziness, short temper, sexual desire. Now, when I say sexual desire, I think many people, because what you have been hearing, the rumors about me, everybody may be thinking, oh, he may have done bad things. No, I don't do bad things. I'm not an animal, and I am not a uh, um, uh, what is this? Male chauvinism character. I am a man brought up with a lot of dignity and veneration for women because I have learned so much from my mother, my two sisters, and so many wonderful women I have met throughout, even as a childhood. My English teacher, many of my wonderful Dharma friends. So that's why you see, I have learned a lot. I must say, I've also fallen in love. So you see, I have a lot of deep respect and appreciation to women, even to this day. And as I practice Vajrayogini in Kurukule in Tara, one of the biggest importances is explain. Even though women may not be all genuine and good and harmless, there will be a lot of harmful, terrible, and non-genuine women. But as a practitioner of the female deities such as Kurukule, Vajrayogini, Vajravarahi, Tara, and Lakshmi, try your best as a Samaya to see all women at all ages, at all orientation, as the representative of the external representative of the feminine wisdom quality. So I have followed that throughout my life. I want to also say, when I talk about the subject of what is important, you see, in my life, I'm now 35 years old. I have seen many things in my life, and now I've come to a point where I realize what really matters to me now is what I have with me, in my life. I have to do whatever I can with my mind. utilize the opportunity and improve my mental quality, my skills, my wisdom, my human nature. That is something I want to, improve as much as possible. That's the main thing. We all need to understand you don't need too many things. Too many things. Nowadays, lamas, to be honest with you, are all focused on making name, having fan club, making a lot of money, having a lot of rich sponsors, having huge, ginormous projects. Well, in the past, I always like to believe in the past, monasteries and temples were important because it is a sanctuary that has been used by both monastic and lay people, and it was utilized and functioned by everyone. Now, that's time era has finished, long gone. Now, monasteries are more about ego. I am big lama, I want big monastery, bigger temple, bigger monastery, bigger temple. I do not know if these things can really do much to contribute for human nature, for humankind, for the sentient beings, for the Buddha Dharma. I highly doubt that. Yes, it's going to help individuals' names and egos and whatever, but to help the real picture of Buddha Dharma and human nature, I highly doubt. I also want to explain one thing. As the Buddha said, I quote, Dikpa chen misa chen gewa pusum soba de rangi semne yongsu dul dine sanje tembain. He said, avoid accumulating negative and harmful actions, speech, and thoughts. Utilize and improve and increase the amount of positivity and dharmic activity and genuine activity and genuine actions and speech and thoughts and intentions. Main thing is 84,000 teaching or whatever teaching, main thing is deal with our mind, deal with the mind. That is the teaching of the Buddha Gautama. So that's something he said, and something I think we all must reflect upon ourselves as much as possible. I try to do that not because I want to make myself famous or whatever, but I only do that because that is the right thing to do. I am a person, I want to follow the right way, I don't want to follow the way to entertain people, to fulfill people's expectations, to get more likes on social media and to get more positive comments on YouTube and Facebook. No, that's not my mentality. To utilize my fame to make people happy temporarily, that's not who I am. Who I am and what determines my character and my contribution is I will do everything I can to serve the Buddha Dharma, to do whatever I can to contribute to help people in whatever the best way possible, to be loyal, transparent, genuine, stable, humble, and strong and wise. I am a one-man army, and I will be willing to sacrifice everything I can for the Dharma.